common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Yeah.
Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Hey, good afternoon, Todd Butterfield. I'm solo dolo today. Just want to jump on here. Haven't been on here, since Thursday maybe, or I don't think we did Friday or Monday. So anyone in our paid groups know my opinions, but I wanted to jump on here and update. So here we are. Bitcoin chart in front of us. What's going on, Coin Ghost and Duty? Same chart I've been showing. I still think there's more downside. So I've changed the Elliott wave count. Our Wyckoff indicators, you can see technometer basically setting at 43.06. Volume not increasing on the rallies. It just still looks like we need more downside. The last rally stopped right up there at that 106, 107 level, which doesn't look too good on the charts. And again, technometer's neutral, so I think there's more downside. Ethereum, same type of deal. Looking for still more downside, maybe something down below 3,000, maybe down there, tag the 2,800 level. For now, lower lows, lower highs, so the trend's your friend. Trend looks down. I've been saying it. I still think ETF holders need to get scared, maybe need to get liquidated. So we're looking for that. What else here? While we're here, XRP. Same type of thing, ran up to that 260 level, 241 currently. Volume not doing anything. Technometer 46.5, nothing to brag about. What else here? Let's go up and look at BNB while we're here. I had mentioned before, I thought we'd come back down here to that 840 level. I still think that's a possibility. So we'll look that one to look lower as well. A newcomer I've mentioned, TRAC. That chart looks pretty well here. I mentioned that down there at the backup. You can see new lows in the volume, price holding higher. I think that could be a pork blaster as we move forward here, possibly. So we will watch that. If he wasn't able to get it down there at 50 or 64, again, I think it's going to follow Bitcoin lower here in Ethereum. But that's one definitely to keep your eye on for much higher. What's up, Rob B? That's really on crypto. All I'm really looking at. Let's go here and look at some of the crypto names. Big House. Let me grab them right now. Let's go to Dash. Definitely a pretty strong pullback. You see technometer down there at 37.8. 38 is considered oversold. Last time we had an oversold reading was back there on September 25th at the lows at 20. So new lows in volume here compared to the $40 low. So I would think probably that one would find some support here. So with that oversold technometer and the slightly bullish divergence. So I think look for support on that one. As we're here, let's look at Zcash. Same type of thing, correction in progress. Still holding up pretty well. Technometer neutral. Not much to add there. Let's look at Zen while we're here. Zen back there at that backup at 11. Now we're clear back to 13. Had a 50% drawdown. New lows in the volume. Technometer oversold as of yesterday. So I would think there'd be some support here for Zen as well. We'll watch that. ARRR. That one had the nice rally. No, you mentioned that to me, Big House at 45, quick to run to 90. Setting here 72. That one's holding up pretty well, so that might have higher to go here shortly. COTI. Not much to add there. I know LA Wave had some bullish counts on that, but that has not worked out. It has continued lower. Volume and price moving together. Not much to add, I don't believe, to that. Get rid of these LA Wave reads that were not correct. So yeah, I don't have much to add to Cody. CRV. I know I had 5 waves down, ABC rally, looking for new lows. The last time I looked at this, we did get the new low on the liquidation day, or maybe a new low's coming. We do have volume hitting new lows while price is trying to hold up. So personally, I'd like to be a buyer from that 34 to 39 level on one more breakdown. So I think I'd be on that one if I get bullish on Ethereum. A bullish count on Bitcoin, I think, is if we don't have a final low. Well, if we don't have a final low, then I guess you probably would be looking at that it's just an ABC down, ABC up, and an ABC down into the low there at 99,000, and we're already ready to work higher. So I guess a move above 108 maybe would turn me a little more bullish. But this whole pattern here, as you know, I've just not been too friendly. So I just still can't get too excited yet. GDEN, I did sell that for probably after quarterly dividends. I probably somewhat broke even. That was a buyout offer at 30. I had held that for a while. I did blow that out the day of the buyout offer on November 6th, Thursday. I mean, the buyout I think is at 30, so I can't see there can't be more upside. So the deal falls apart, which I don't think happens, or somebody comes in and offers more, which could happen. Any strength from here would tell you there's another bidder coming in. But I moved aside there, probably broke even, and hopefully on to something bigger and better. That was a slow one. Here's Algorand. I mean, I would look for support. A previous support at 15 cents. Again, you can see volume, new lows, price trying to hold. So I'd be a buyer of that once I get friendly here. Not really much else to add on that one. TAO. Whoops. I've got to make this short and sweet. I got Instacart doing a delivery here at some point. Here's a TAO chart. Looking like that was maybe a 1-2. Again, if you, I don't know what you do with the liquidations low, probably grab that 2 over a little bit. So TAO, I think, holding up pretty well here. A nice divergence since the liquidation low. with volume still coming in on the sell side while price is holding up pretty well. That's one that I'd probably be a buyer of that below 342 or so. Any lower down there, 30 or excuse me, anywhere 320 to 340. That one might be ready then to turn higher. So let me run to Uni here. Daryl, let me give you a wrench while we're here. KB, wrench. Uni, not sure what the news was on the nice rally from 5 to 10, but looks like the low's in there. I'd be a buyer of that on any slightly lower. On Nugget, I mean, I still, I'll show the GDX chart. I've been showing that. I still think on gold and silver that we're looking at some type of ABC down. So I still think this is A, this is B, and we're coming down one more time to support. I think metals has still a lot further to go on the upside. I'd be a buyer on any break, any C-wave break on any type of gold or gold associated. Again, while we're here, let's look at some of the crypto related stocks. If you've been on here, you know I did sell some of these, a couple weeks ago now. Right around, it must have been October 27th. That one has came down finally again, cores, so I'm on the sidelines. Technometer 38.5, I would be a buyer of that. Somewhere down here, I mean, I would think 1651, probably could get below there. Would be a nice cheap buy. MicroStrategy continues in the seller. 298 or so, I'd said sell that, stand aside. That one's horrible, taking out the premium. Same thing on coin, 363. Nick sold some up there above 365, 370. That one, want to be a buyer here shortly. That 285 level could be considered a backup, so we'll look for that. SBET, again, I think it was around 15. Let me look into that again real quick. It was around $15 when I tried to move aside there. We're setting at 1165. That's one I would look at here shortly. And the same thing, BMNR, it was up there at 53.70, I believe the price was. Setting here at 39.81. So those all looking to go back into. A lot of liquidation still going on there. You can see new lows in the volume, even in the last 3 days. So I look for still a little bit lower. I think that's everything crypto related. Hold on one second. That wraps up everything crypto related. Let's go back here, go over some U.S. stocks. Merck has been one in the stock Discord. I jumped on that at 93.80, I believe the price was. Looking for markup. We're up to 90.63. That one, I will trail sell stops now. That one looks like it's just coming out of accumulation. That one should be good. Rambus, that's one volume new lows. Price holding in a triangle. A little weakness today off of yesterday's high, but I still think that one will try to catch itself unless stocks come under huge pressure here. NTRA is one that I've mentioned on here. You had the earnings. I wanted a little bit lower. Earnings came in lower, turned around higher on the day, higher the last 2 days. That one's got a major divergence. I think that one would keep going. Couple more here on my list. MPWR, new low in volume, price trying to hold. FN, same type of thing, holding up nicely. Volume correcting. COHR, that one's getting a little bit away from me. Had to gap up the day after I picked that one. MTZ, same type of thing. The gold is a momentum sell, so MTZ has lost the buy momentum. But again, technometer oversold. Some sell volume coming in. I think that thing will right itself here and work higher. The dashed lines are alarms. So I know when it takes out yesterday's high or Friday's low. Those I'm looking at. What else here? I'm still long LNT from the buy divergence. Garden Health, I'm still long that. Down there at 55, it's trading 98. MJ is one that we had a double on earlier. I said sideways to lower. It did give us a spring. We are testing that spring here. That one looks like probably stepping stone accumulation, so we'll probably work higher from here. So NBR with my XLE thesis. Mentioned that one down there at 38 and 41. I did sell some at 48 into earnings. That one I think continues higher. What else here? Shaw still long. That one had a nice rally, gave back a lot of it. Still long that, nothing exciting. Amgen's a name that I've been buying and holding. That one's breaking out. Let's go back to XLE. That's one I mentioned on here as well. WyckoffSMI.com, pro traders, you can get in there for free. Get some decent ideas or subscribe. XLE, mentioned that one here live as well. That one's slowly digging out of the hole here. Same type of thing, volume trending lower, price trending higher. That shows somebody behind the scenes is buying into the weakness, looking for much higher. That one looks like a lot of resistance ahead, but once we get through all this, it's clear sailing. So I think that one will be good. Let me bring those cells down because of dividends. So oil to me definitely looks like we're headed higher on oil stocks, and also oil. Here's USO, more of the oil futures type. That one doesn't look as well, but again, I think it was 5 waves up. WXY, this is crude. Having a decent day today. I mentioned that down there at 57 and change. So if crude takes off, oil stocks take off. I think that's a good place to be. And real quick, emerging markets, I still think you want to be a part of that. That EEM will not give up any gains after I did the video down there at 39. That one, I keep saying anything around 51 I would use to add positions, take a position, double up, etc. All these other ETFs I think are good. Argentina, Chile, Latin America, Africa, Japan, Australia. TLX is a pharmaceutical in Australia. I think that one's good. So I still think emerging markets is a place to tilt your portfolio. Emerging markets and Bitcoin, I think, has more correlation than anything. So I think that helps out our Bitcoin positions. So I'd be looking at that. Let me run my disclaimer for my regulators.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading stocks and cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
All right, that is all I've got. I'm going to make it short and sweet. If anyone's got any more calls, Bitcoin down 2,900, 103, 100. I look for lower Bitcoin, lower Ethereum. Stocks, I would think, can still try a little more downside here. Precious metals lower. Buy oil, buy emerging markets. That's all I got. I do manage stock portfolios at Schwab, crypto portfolios with trading APIs. Nick and I will probably be here tomorrow. Nothing else from the chat from YouTube. See if there's anything over at Twitter. Anybody else got anything? Otherwise, I'm going to slip out of here. All right, Daryl. Appreciate a couple new people here and getting a wrench. And again, we'll catch you tomorrow. That's it. Thank you.